I found this Grinch prosthetic, and honestly, I'm not too impressed with it. I think it's going to be a bit cheaper. However, I'm going to try make it work. Maybe that's going to be helpful for some people who less money to spend on prosthetics. So let's see if I can try and make it work. I'm not too sure though. I don't have as much experience with this.
I'm wiping off all the oils on my face with witch hazel and doing the same thing with the back of the prosthetic. Then I'm covering down my eyebrows just to protect them, well, what's left of them. The eye holes were a bit small, so I had to try and cut them away, and then I measured that against my face. I'm really worried about this part on the inside, but it's really stiff, and I realized there's not really much more I could do. So I went ahead and started outlining the rest of the mask with the powder, which means that when I take it off, ta-da, I can see where I need to be gluing. I put down the Prosade on both. It has to be done both because it's a contact adhesive, and that just means for best adhesion, you have to use both sides. Then when I stick prosthetics down, I like to try and work my way from the middle and then go from the middle on out. And as you can see, I was not really too impressed at this point. Alas, the edges were quite something, so I went ahead with the Prosade again to try and glue the edges down as best as I could. I didn't mind it along the top there because I was like, the wig is probably going to cover that because I was planning to wear a wig with this look. But yeah, overall, I was a bit unsure about how this was going to look. I feel like I look like a fingerprint. So I used Prosade cream and I tried to fill the edges down, and then I painted it with some green paint. This is just Mayron's Paradise Paint and Green. The speckling always helps because it just starts to break up the outlines, but you can still really hardcore see the eyes because there was just way too much of a gap. So I just tried. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hate it.